All right, so we only got that plus 17 done, and then the week went by, and I didn't have time to try to push for the 20 like I wanted, but the goal still remains the same. We still have another 2-ish weeks before the season ends, or 3 weeks, I think. So we are going to try to still time that plus 20. So here we're going to open the vault. We should only have that one option from doing that plus 17 last week, and then we'll get another 17 out of the vault that we'll have to push up again. Let's see what we get. Crit haste belt that goes over our unity belt, and I really don't feel like spending the money to replace unity to, like, we could replace like our boots or something, or our bracers with unity, but I don't know how much that is, and I don't really have the gold to spend to do that. So I think we just take tokens, even though it's only 2 tokens. I don't know, that's really rough. Let me just check how cheap, like how expensive or how cheap it would be to get boots or bracers. And then we will go from there and make a decision. We'll go to leather, we'll go to rune carving. So these are the bracers, right? So these bracers are literally only 9k. I could afford that. That's fine. 9k gold for a legendary. And then the boots are also about the same price. So it doesn't really matter which one we go for. They both have good stats on them already, so we probably just grab the bracers. So yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that belt out of the vault, and then we'll just disenchant this unity and remake it on our bracers or boots. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we are doing a key. I don't think we're gonna go for a plus 20 this week, but I at least want to get one key done just so we get a vault option, and then also so that our key doesn't, you know, reduce in level when the reset happens. That way we at least like get another 17 out of it and can work with that. So we are doing a 17 sanguine on fortified raging explosive, which is very scary. So what we basically need to do is save most of our defensives and stuff for when the pack's actually low HP. And we should still have time, so I'm going to pull this pack into the lantern. Oh, we just lost all those Celestial Brew stacks. That really sucks. Bring this over. Need to update my add-on still. It's a really bad spot for those traps to land. Gonna use our Ox now. And face this Mist Dancer into the wall. On just so I make sure that I hold aggro on him. Put the Mist Dancer on the other side of the wall. There's a trap on the floor in the way. I'm gonna face it this way now. Celestial Brew again. Looks like we did run out of time, but that's okay. I think we got... No, we didn't. It looks like we didn't get any refreshes. Is alright. Refresh this. Gonna pull this room here. Dampen harm. We don't have anything up yet. We'll just Celestial Brew right away. Big sweep those engorges. On Paralysis to interrupt that other engorge. Celestial Brew again. And even though this is raging, we should be able to go right into the next pull. They can just finish it off while we start this. My Ox here. And a Hellstone. Help kick. My low cast is going to go off, so I'm just going to expel harm right as it goes off just to give myself a nice heal. Big sweep here. And we go into the next pull. Healing ability. You need to be careful here because I don't really have any defensives besides my Kyrian ability rolling. Got Breath of Fire out now though, so we do have some nice damage reduction from that. Still not going to really have anything, so I might have to kite here. Go ahead and do that. And then Celestial Brew's up, so now I can go back in. Well, we're at least melting this stuff. Full boss while we still have the woe buff, just for a nice damage reduction. Gonna be watching for these interrupts. This on Celestial Brew. Did a little bit too soon. I should have used Celestial Brew for this slam that's coming up. This headbutt, so I'll just Fort Brew this one, even though I should be completely safe because we have the heal, so maybe I shouldn't have used anything. That's okay. My Fort Brew will carry over into this set right here. Oh my gosh, we popped all 5 of them instantly. That was really bad. Celestial Brew. Again, these Celestial Brews, I should be saving them for the Vicious Headbutt, because that's where I take the most amount of damage. Like here now I have like nothing for this Headbutt, so I'm just going to take a bunch of damage. I can actually use my Zen Meditation though, to help reduce the damage from it. As it goes off, but it looks like we're not going to deal with it, so. There we go. Everyone know to wait here. X. I'll go through, I'll end his pot. Just so that I don't grab aggro on all these oppressors. Just grab this. And then we'll go ahead and run through. Grab these. And then we'll teleport. Oh, why can't I teleport? Oh no. What happened? Oh. Wait, did I not put down my... It looks like I didn't put down my little clone thing. That's really weird. Just gonna tell them to come in. That was a big mistake. I don't know what happened there. That was really weird. Oh, and the bats just went by. That really sucks. Oh well, we have plenty of time, so we'll just finish this stuff off, and then I'll go pull the imps. Trinket here, it hurts really bad. Forgot to blackout kick like right as he hit me. Hit these a little bit so I maintain aggro on them. I did not mean to Breath of Fire, that's really bad. Just health pot to stabilize. Kill these explosives. Make sure we keep aggro on these sprites, and we'll leg sweep. Like we all had the same idea. I'll dampen harm, Healthstone. And Tiger's Lust myself for the chain. And we'll pull this next pack in. Steel Brew. Ink him here so that we can LOS the chain. There's the chain, we just go around the wall. Now, as it starts all dying, I'm going to pull the next pack. The bat. We're definitely not going to get a refresh, but that's okay. Fort Brew here, Celestial Brew. Tiger's Lust myself here. Oh, I don't have it. Okay, well, I'll just roll away. Trinket coming up, which I'll use right away. Leg sweep. And since we still have a 10 stack, I'm just going to go right into this next pull. I'm not going to refresh my trinket buff or anything, because it's more important to just keep the 10 stack going, so that's way more damage than refreshing my trinket. And because I don't really have any other defensives, I'm not going to pull the next pack like I normally do. I'm going to wait until I actually have something to use. Like here, I'm probably safe to go pull, so I'll go pull this, and then we'll kind of drag it back into the room. That's just bad luck that he targeted me with it. Dampen harm. And then I will target the warden so I can interrupt. There we go. Hope somebody else gets the other interrupts. Everyone's dying to the tornado. I'm gonna take so much damage here. Healthstone, I'm stuck in the wall. Hawks. We're not soothing the dirt crunchers, so they're kind of just owning me. And we lost somebody, so like that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. I probably just shouldn't have done that pull to begin with, because it's pretty rough on raging. Take a lot of damage. Looks like they're keeping it going, maybe. I don't think he lives. No. Was it not going to reset? It's on somebody else. Oh, okay, the hunter dragged it back. I don't think I can tank this. Oh my god. Just gonna put it as nicely as possible to like have the hunter be more aware of soothing. Oh, now it reset. That sucks. Kept this in combat. Kick. At least we killed like all the important mobs. Probably don't even need this dirt cruncher, honestly, but I'm just gonna pull him anyways. That'd be really tragic if we miss percentage by 0.5%, just because we actually do need him. I'm gonna use my Kyrian file. I'm gonna try to walk these scribes together. There we go. Walk them back into the Kyrian ability. And we'll try to save our hard CC, like leg sweep and stuff, for when they're actually raging, because that's when they do the most damage by far. The raging scribes are actually one of the scariest things about this ski, for sure. Gonna play this pretty passively. Dodge that first one, that's good, and then we'll just pull the patrol when it gets here. Yep. Lost somebody, that's not good. Lost another somebody, not good. I have to fort brew this because we have like no damage now. Oh, we have no curse to spell, do we? That's my fault for making a group with no curse to spell. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna keep losing people to that curse then, so we have to interrupt the remnants. I'll let them know after this pulls over that we need to kick the Remnant of Fury. Oh, now healer has it too. I should have kicked that one. He's coming. Stop moving. Do I want to pull all this back into the lantern? I kind of do, just for the lantern buff, but... Be ready to lantern. This is... Oh. Can I pull that? Kick that. I'll press everything back. It's all grouping up nicely. Celestial Brew almost. Go, very scary. Ow. Oh, and that was not him raging. That's scary. I'm gonna kill him in the lantern and then we'll pull this last guy. We should still have plenty of time to kill this. Just for a 6 stack. Not the best, but it's not the worst either. Plus this boss. I am gonna pull these ghouls with the boss. I don't really have any defensives, so maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I just pull them separately and we just kind of kill them. I'll have leg sweep up, so I can just leg sweep when they enrage. I'm really tempted to just not. I don't know how good of an idea it is with no defensive. Yeah, I don't think we do it. This is rough. As it is, and I'm not even pulling the boss yet. Okay, we can pull now. Celestial Brew and Trinket coming up. And Trinket fast. Yeah, whoa, which isn't the worst thing ever on this boss, that's fine. And this boss is melting. Cool, that was good. Grab that, we're gonna pull all these together. Brew. Make sure we aim the chi burst away from the boss. And now for this boss, it's always Celestial Brew on the Iron Spikes. So I can just Celestial Brew right here on pull, the Iron Spikes. And then as the Iron Spikes is actually digging into our HP, that's when we press Expel Harm. I'll only pick up one, and if nobody else picks it up, I'll pick up a second one. Won't get it early enough. Gonna Trinket to help the healer out here. And because we're taking extra damage from we just don't get hit by stuff on the floor. Now we're gonna have another Iron Spikes, so I Celestial Brew. Again, right as it's digging into my HP, I Expel Harm. And then the other strategy is if I feel like I'm going to take more damage or like I don't have a full Celestial Brew or something doesn't work out, I can use a defensive also. Have this other orb that's under the boss. Keep that Celestial Brew going, the stacks. And Purify. Okay, when we get this Iron Spikes, we have a 10 stack. And there we go, we Celestial Brew. And again, we get ready, and now we just Expel Harm after it's done. And because it's not tyrannical, I'm not taking a lot of extra damage, so I can use my personals probably for like this here. So like on this Rite of Suppression, we'll just use like a Zen meditation. So I'll just Zen med right now. And now I can just sit in Zen med if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. But I could sit in it a little bit longer for like the Endless Torment and stuff like that. Oh, that's a lot of them. And Celestial Brew. And we Expel Harm. Oh. Rebuff.
The Sanguine Depths, and neither will you.
We have the shield down, so I can just stand in these traps. Definitely should have saved my trinket actually for the next pull because it's pretty brutal. That's okay. Just make do. Letting them know that we're invising here. Now I'll just wait for them to res stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go into the difficult pool now. I'm gonna go in and immediately pop the shield. If we pop it right at the start, we'll be able to use it again. I'm not gonna pull that pack in the back because it is very, very scary with all this going on. Plus all the extra explosives. Pretty much won't pull them until I have the shield back up, I don't think. Okay, we have Trinket and stuff, so I'll go into this next pack now. Trinket will dampen harm. Make sure we keep aggro. We'll pop the shield. And then right as my curing ability expires, we'll pop Mox. Really watch our HP here, just spamming Purify and Expel Harm. Anytime I see my health dip, I'm just pressing Expel Harm. There we go. Cool, I actually like Woe in this hallway a lot. I could tell this guy to Lantern, so I'm gonna Celestial Brew and then use that. Okay, he's popping it, I don't need to say anything. Cool, cool, cool. And we'll just wait till everything's dead. And then I'll wait to pull the other pack. I'll pull it now, grab aggro on all of it, bring it over here, bring a piece it over. Leg sweep. Pop our shield. Ooh, I didn't need to press it. Oh well. And we just beat the boss over here and start pulling the pack. Oh, I didn't taunt her, that's not good. Using aggro on stuff, so I'm just trying to AoE it. There we go. Just start bringing the boss to the next pack. Don't have leg sweep, so I don't know how I'm going to interrupt these guys, but we'll figure it out. Probably just paralysis one of them, and then the other one's just going to cast for free. I don't have anything for the other one, that's okay. You just get one weapon. Oh. Somebody tank the pet or something, tank the bleed for us, so that's fine. Press shield. Hearing ability. I want the 2 chests, we're going for it. Pulling the next pack out here. I don't have shield this time, so I probably can't stand in all the traps. We might not even summon the traps. I think we interrupted it. Ooh, almost. I can stand in this one. I have a huge shield right now. Didn't get used up. Lust in. Fresh our buff. And we go for the 2 chest. 18 deaths, 2 chests. I like it. A nice heal here. Brew. Now we have Lust, so this boss should melt. Just Trinket here and Celestial Brew. It's gonna overkill and the shield's not even gonna be worth it, so I should have just waited a little bit longer, but that's okay. There we go. Nice. New chest. New chest with 18 deaths. That was very good. And we got a 19 Gambit. You know we gotta go for this. Like, we gotta go for the 19 Gambit again. It's the revenge key, remember? That 19 Gambit that we had last time? Definitely won't happen like that again, right? Not on Raging Explosive. Definitely not. Hey, we got a weapon that I do not need. If anyone wants it. Like it. GG's, and we go to Gambit. Alright, we got the group assembled. It's a pretty good group, actually. Definitely some people who are in here just for a weekly key. But I wanted to upgrade a piece or two of gear, because I have like 1,000 Valor, so... I am going to run over here really quick and try to upgrade something.
This cannot be.
I think we just upgrade like our rings, honestly. Probably the simplest thing to upgrade, or we can upgrade more main stat items like our tier pieces and stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll go for that. We'll go for tier pieces, so we can just do... Oh, I can't even do that one all the way. So we just do this, and then we'd probably upgrade like the chest piece, I guess, since we're going to turn that into tier. Oh, which I get... Oh. Okay, yeah. We can just do... a ring for a little bit of stats. Okay, we'll call it good there. Alright, time for Gambit. 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. This dungeon on Raging is real annoying. These Murlocs hit really hard, so we'll see how it goes. Gonna do our best. We do have like a Omega Gamer squad though, so we should be alright, honestly. Got watch explosives here. I can't really help with them too much because my job needs to just be staying alive. That's what we're gonna do. I did just waste my Ox. I used it at the same time as my curing ability, so that kind of sucks, but okay. Very good, we'll go this way. Grab this pack and this pack in a second. Once I recover some aggro. Celestial Brew, Fortify Brew. Let's stay away from this giant that's padding in. I guess we should have pulled it with Lust, huh? I didn't think about that. Well. Interrupt that water bolt, because those hurt a lot, especially as Brewmaster. Yeah. Health pot here. I'm gonna die. I was just bleeding out there. I don't really know what I needed to do there. Leg sweep. I think killing Vi was just a big mistake, but... Okay, we just need to take it a little slower. I just need to not... I don't have to pull 2 packs every time, especially because we didn't have cooldowns there like at the start of that pull, so I should have just done 1 pack at a time. And then we do 2 packs when we actually have cooldowns available, I think is the play. That was just my fault. So like here we can just do a single pack, for instance. Need to track people's cooldowns. I stopped tracking them because I stopped tanking and I just was healing, and it didn't really make sense for me to track cooldowns. It wasn't very important for me when I was playing with like a pre-made group and stuff and keys. And then now we should definitely have something available as far as cooldowns go, so we can definitely double pull the next pack. We'll just go over here like so. And we'll pull this. This. Interrupt that water bolt. Got a trinket to grab some aggro, just literally doing anything I can to help do damage. I guess I do have to help with these explosives, even though it's not ideal. Celestial Brew here. Don't want him. That's not gonna be good. I don't think we live this. Okay, I just am getting too in over my head. 'Cause I'm in too deep. Unpack. I'm getting hurt. A leg sweep here to relieve some pressure. And the cry went off and the fish stick, that's really bad. Because now they're raging and healing a bunch. So now they're just like all 40% HP while raging, and they have like double raging because of the cry. It hurts. If I step in, I feel like I'm literally just gonna get one shot. Yeah, like look at that bolt damage. That water bolt just did like 75% of my health. This is not looking good. This is what I exactly was worried about for doing higher keys on like explosive raging week, is it's real rough in pugs. My gosh, dude. It's water bolt rampage. Okay, this will give us a little bit of a break, maybe. Or he'll just kill us, who knows. We're gonna do a little team huddle after this, though, and just kind of talk things through, because there's a lot of stuff that's just, like, going through, like, a lot of kicks and stuns and stuff that need to be happening more often, so we're just gonna kind of talk to everybody about it. Make sure we're all on the same page of what we needed to be stopping, so that we're all more aware of it. Oh my gosh, please soothe it. We're gonna die. Ooh. Okay. Before we continue, we need to interrupt and stun. Tick. The scale binders. And what's the other guy? What's the big guys? Gel crushers. All right. I need to repair.
Oh, do I have a deal for you? Glad I could help.
Leg sweep that. See, look at that. We're already way more aware of it. We had a mortal coil. We had a leg sweep. Like, we had so much stuff that helped interrupt them. Just by letting our group know, like, hey, this is the stuff that we need to watch out for. I'm sure I'm sure most of us are already aware that we need to do it, but we just need to be, like, made more aware that obviously it's not getting interrupted, so somebody needs to be picking it up and doing it more often. Because as the tank, it's very hard for me to do with this low of eye level, and as a brewmaster, because as soon as I focus my attention on something like that, I'm just gonna die, like, instantly, because I have to constantly be working on, like, my stagger and mitigating my damage through my abilities, so it makes it really hard to target other things and do that kind of stuff. Right there, now we're being more aware. Like, the monk and the rogue just both tried to interrupt that water bolt. That's huge. So it's just about being more aware about this stuff, and it helps a lot. Now we are gaming. Cry went off, but that's okay. We have Celestial Brew. And we'll pull this pack first over here. Leg sweep. Dampen Harm. There's 2 Water Bolt casters here. Oh no. Not like this. I don't know how this happened, but I think it's my fault for the positioning. There's no way I live this. Like, there's absolutely no way that I can survive this. Oh, we lost our Warlock. I don't blame him. This is real rough. Well, that's okay. I think, yeah, so I think the play is we're just gonna wait until next week. On this next reset, I'm gonna be gone like all week. I'll only have like a day or 2 to play, but I'll try to play because that's like the good week. I think it's like bursting something else. But if we can't do that, then we have the last week to try to push a 20. So we'll do our best on that. And I know it's kind of like a difficult week, but we can do it. I could do it on this week too. It's just, you have to be, I don't know, Gambit's one of those keys where it's kind of like, this might be the worst key to do on explosive raging. Like, there's just so many packs that hurt so bad. So good try, and we definitely made some mistakes. I could have made that key way cleaner by just pulling a little bit slower and just taking our time, even though we, you know, even though it's like potentially, even though we're able to do those kind of pulls, like those double pulls and stuff, it's not worth doing in a pug because it's way too risky. Like, when it goes wrong, it's just over. But if we just take our time and don't wipe, even if we did 1 pull at a time the entire dungeon, I guarantee that we still time the key. Because it's never a matter of, like, you even saw like 3 or 4 weeks ago when I did the 19 Gambit, we literally died like 4 times to the last boss before it was even over time. So you can afford like a lot of mistakes, and instead of making mistakes, you just instead choose to take the key a lot slower, and that kind of lets you, you know, not have as many mistakes happen. So in pugs, I think it's very important to just take it really slow at this kind of key range of like 15s to 20s, and even like lower, you know, like even like 22s and 21s and stuff. You can take it very slow and still completely time it, because it's never DPS rates or anything like that. But that's okay. We try again next week, and we try again the following week, and we'll get that 20 done before the season's over. And then we will talk about what's next after that for season 4. So yeah, I will see you guys with the vault that we open up. We'll probably end the episode with that, honestly, or I might start the next episode with it. So we'll see. Yep. Oh no, another weapon. We got 2 weapons in a row with 1 option in the vault. You know, sometimes you can be a little too lucky. Alright, this is the week we time at 20. Even though I can only play this Monday, and then at the end of the week on Monday again, or Tuesday and Monday are the only days I can really play. I am going to be gone all week. But I think we have time to time a 20. So we're going to go for it. They haven't lusted yet. That's not good. Oh no, our healer died. Okay, he on. We're fine. I might die to like 1 auto on this guy, so I'm gonna back off a little bit. Here we go. Can we skip this? I don't think we can. How are we gonna do this? I really don't want these. Go through. Okay, that's one way of doing it, I guess. That's not good. And just keep yelling lust until it happens. Dampen harm. Okay, lust again. Kick this so that we can walk this guy in. Die. I have my trinket coming up, so we should be fine. Try whispering him, maybe that'll work. Nope. Alright. Just have to make it work. We'll basically just lust whenever he decides to, which will probably be just on the first boss or something. I'm gonna try to message him one more time. Okay. Not responding at all. That's so strange. What? Oh my gosh, no way. We should cancel this, I think. Sorry, I was healing my ass off and didn't see it because of stupid DPSing. And that sucks. Oh. That is very, very, very unfortunate. Okay, though, we just turn it around and do the 16. But now it's just more to work for to get up to that that plus 20 this week, so that really sucks. Okay, though, it happens. Kind of just very unlucky. Pretty much just going to take the first people that apply to the group, I think. Especially since it's a 16, we can kind of just send it with whoever and probably plus 2 it pretty easily. Alright, so here's the 16. I'm sure we're fine. I am a little bit worried because we have 2 duo groups, so I think the Resto Shaman and Ret Paladin are together, and as you can see, the Ret Paladin's, like, never done well, I guess this isn't a 17, it's a 16, so he has a 16 time, so that's fine. But you can see, like, the IO difference, and then also we have a really big Ellie Shaman that is duo queued with this Hunter, which is basically just, they're just trying to get him geared. He's like 254, no enchants and stuff, so I'm hoping that the 2 Shamans kind of outweigh, you know, any downside that we might have. Okay, well, at least they're having some fun together, so let's go ahead and get started. And hopefully, what I'm hoping for is that the Elemental Shaman can just hard carry, because Elemental Shamans do, unless it's an enhance, I guess I didn't even bother to check that. Okay, it is Elemental. Elemental Shamans, like, hard carry this dungeon. They do so much damage, it's unbelievable on the shard pulls. So, and especially on, like, a Tyrannical week, like, the Elemental Shaman should be able to almost just, like, solo the shards and just absolutely destroy them. Lust here, just gonna let them know ahead of time. Pick one of them, walking everything in, the fire, then we'll pop our curing ability, keep the shard targeted since it has the highest HP. And then we will chi burst over here to grab these little guys. I may have grabbed them too soon. We might get some rough bursting stacks. I'll pop Fort Brew, and in the SLT. Go ahead and leg sweep to let the healer kind of recover a little bit. And I'm going to be ready to press Health Pot and Kyrian File here for these bursting stacks. Here's Celestial Brew rolling. We do have an Earth Elemental tanking it all, so we're all good. Okay, we look pretty good. We did not pull the Groundskeepers too early. It was perfect. All the other burstings expired before any of them died, so that's good. Just go ahead and health pot this just to help the healer kind of not worry about me, so that he sees that I'm full HP and can kind of just be like, oh, okay, I can heal, you know, everybody else in the group. Touch of Death. And we'll see that.
We will break you.
Stuff. We'll just do a very small pull here. Need to interrupt that other obliterator that's back here. Bring a piece in. And hopefully we'll get it figured out eventually. We keep CCing them. I don't know why we're doing that. We should just interrupt them. Usually a more straightforward approach. There we go. We interrupt and then taunt it in. Impy's Deadly Thrust towards the stairs, I think. This way, we don't have any Venthyr, unfortunately. I did not even realize about getting that, so that really sucks. Again, that's just a 16, so we should be able to make two. Work out. Our Ox here. And I'm gonna wait a little bit because we don't have an SLT. I'll go ahead and dampen harm here because he's hurting pretty bad. Leg sweep, let the healer kind of recover a little bit. Help me get topped up. And we'll go ahead and pull these Groundskeepers. Try to keep everything in the Earthquake. Should be fine now. Mostly just the dogs, they hurt a lot. Celestial Brew here. Just keep them in the Earthquake, no point in kiting, it'll just reduce a lot of our damage since the Ellie Shaman's doing a majority of our damage. The Red Pally is doing great though. Hunter not so much, but kind of expected. Healer just kind of pick us up after this bursting just went off. Go ahead and refresh our buff while we're waiting. Need to refresh our flask as well, because that'll expire soon. Tiger's listed somebody else on accident. Pick one of these. Bring everything in. Hearing ability. On her. Use our trinket for this first thrash and deconstruct. Gonna be taking a lot of extra damage. I'll go ahead and leg sweep to help relieve some of the pressure of the casters. And we can interrupt one. Interrupt it at the same time. Fine. And then while we have we'll run over here and grab these guys. Run them back in. Touch of Death that collector. That way they're all like because the obliterator kind of died early, so I Touch of Death the collector just to let those bursting stacks kind of go together rather than separated. That way these Groundskeepers don't like accidentally refresh any bad bursting stacks or something like that. Did I not use my Kyrian ability? I thought I pressed it when we went into this pull. Maybe not. In fact, bursting interrupts your channel of that cast. Interesting. We're gonna jump down here. Get rid of this Earth Ellie though. Gonna pull these groundskeepers with these. Fort Brew. Gonna be a lot of melee damage. Also rely on Ring of Peace. I haven't really been using it at all. I don't even think I've used it. These dog packs. That way we can kite and then also keep them in the earthquake. Like so. This is where I'm going to take a lot of damage, so I'm going to Celestial Brew and Trinket just to help with all these bursting stacks. Oh, unlucky. Okay, we'll wait for everybody to get back over here. Then we'll do this middle pack next. Camping this pole, because this pole hurts pretty bad as well. Again, can keep the dogs in the earthquake. Wrap that with paralysis. Their carrying ability. Leg sweep here. We have a big Celestial Brew, so now we're good for the rest of the pole. Maybe we're not good for the rest of the pole. These bleeds that the dogs do. It hurts. How do we keep having to refresh this? Does someone keep clicking it off or something? I don't know what's happening. Very odd. We ideally don't want that back, I think. I guess we can pull it. Yeah, we can do this over here. And taunt this in. Kick. Ox. Oh, the frontal got him. Really unfortunate. Trinket early here. Gonna face the frontals this way. Gonna do my best to do that at least. Back's gonna start hurting a lot, so I need to be very careful because I have no like big defensives. I'm gonna health pot. It's done. We want to interrupt something. Since Wicked Bolts will kill us. Celestial Brew. We have very angry doggies. So we'll go ahead and leg sweep and get out of here. Ring of Peace to keep them in the earthquake again. Right back over here. Hunter almost just died to another frontal right as they got back. Dampen harm here. Don't get hit by the frontals, but aim them this way. Touch of death that one. Now just off heal a little bit. Oh man, we gotta dispel. We should just be dispelling that bursting off the hunter every single time because they have the lowest HP. You see this patrol over here when it gets to the end of its patrol, and then we'll just pull these into the shard. Oh, what the hell? It's still pulled. That's really annoying. Sometimes the dogs pull through the wall. That's really obnoxious. Well, now we'll just do these separate. So we'll just do this first. Interrupt this Wicked Bolt and bring him in. Oh, he got stunned. Groundmaster's running a rampage. Fort Brew and Trinket just to be safe. Things are kind of falling apart, and the Trinket can actually be used to grab aggro a lot of the time too. Like, a lot of the time, if the pack's going really poorly and like I'm starting to lose aggro on things really early, I'll just pop the trinket because it does a burst of damage and it'll pretty much just automatically grab aggro on everything. Please dispel somebody. Alrighty. I'm gonna wait to pull the relics and the groundskeepers. Don't want all of that at once for all those bursting stacks. That'll hurt real bad. Dampen harm here. I don't know how we pulled the Stoneborn that was all the way over there when we were completely avoiding it the entire time, but that's not going to be very good. A lot of extra damage that we're going to be taking. I'm going to taunt this shard off the Earth Ellie so that the Earth Ellie doesn't die, because it has Earthquake attached to it, so important to stay alive. And we should be good to go ahead and pull these groundskeepers now with the relics. Make sure I get a good keg smash right as they all walk in. Taunt the shard again. Might not be okay here. I'm gonna ring of peace. I am in danger. I have nothing. We have my trinket coming up. And a Celestial Brew coming up. There's Celestial Brew. And then we'll just follow up with an immediate trinket, because that Celestial Brew shield got eaten up very quickly. Big expel harm there, and probably a heal from the Shaman. I'll die here to this bursting. That sucks. I think that shard's probably gonna kill them, maybe. They might be able to kill it with the Ur buff. I sure hope it doesn't reset, because if that resets, that's gonna be very big time loss. I mean, either way, we're not too checking this at this point, but pretty slow, honestly. All the bursting deaths have not been very ideal. Like way over on percentage because we pulled so much stuff that I didn't want. Really annoying. Lust here. This boss. No way, man. We lost another one. Just a random leave with no explanation or anything. That sucks. Oh well. Not meant to be. I don't think, with this, I don't think the plus 20 can happen this week, so I'm only gonna have time for so many keys. I literally only get to play for, like, I don't know, like, it's definitely possible, but it's pretty rough. Man. Yeah, bursting week might be a little more rough than I expected. I thought it'd be pretty easy, but... Well, I might try to give it more of a shot before I leave today, or I will be back again at the end of the week on Monday with some time to spare to be able to try again. So we'll see what happens, but we might just have to go for the plus 20 on the very last week of keys, which is not a super ideal week. I think it's like fortified bolstering or something really nasty, but we'll go ahead and we'll see. I really want to get that plus 20 done. I know it's doable. We've already like almost two-chested 19s and stuff on this character, so multiple times. Can't give up yet. We can do this. We can do this.